Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Agave Talk, your number one source for everything agave. We appreciate you being here with us today. Today, we are checking out a bottle that I am very excited for on quite a few levels and layers, right? Well, to jump right on in, super excited. Why? Because I've been missing my mezcals. If you do follow the channel, you know that we made a move to Lima, Peru a few months back. The agave selection here, few and far between, especially mezcals. So super excited to have a bottle here, brand new brand to sit and try. Second of all, Mezcal Speakeasy, super dope. It's actually a bar in Oaxaca. Go Google that. And it's actually a bar within a bar, hence the name Speakeasy, right? But Mezcal Speakeasy is kind of cool because they're actually producing their own brand, per se, of mezcal. Now, why does it not say mezcal anywhere? Well, kinda, right? It does say aguardiente de agave. Aguardiente de agave, just basically like an agave liquor, an agave distillate, right? Aguardiente, it's just basically like fire water, but they're not going through the traditional regulatory channels of registering this as, you know, an actual mezcal and this and that, paying that money, taxes and blah, 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 right? Nothing illegal at all. Please, don't get us wrong, right? Nothing illegal at all, but just a way for them to produce something unique and sell it as their own brand without going through some of those hoops. So super cool. Mezcal Speakeasy, this is also distilled in copper pots. And last but not least, this is just such an amazing thing to have because it is not just an ensemble, a mixture of agaves, right? It's an ensemble of some pretty unique and rare magueys. Looking at this, these four, handwritten, right? Handwritten, again, really authentic, really rustic, small batch. You're really not getting this unless you are in Oaxaca. And it's kind of crazy that even not being in the States anymore, we were able to get that in Lima. Super excited. I'll share how and why in a minute. But again, back to this ensemble, right? We have Bicuishe, Coyote, Penca Larga, y Espadin, right? And Espadin. So about 70%, 80% of mezcal that you're going to try is really just Espadin. It's kind of like when you're drinking tequila. You know, tequila is just 100% Blue Weber agave. Mezcal can be quite a few different types of agave, maguey species, with about 70 to 80% being just straight up 100% Espadin, right? However, that other 10 to 20% is made from a bunch of other different types of species. And when they come together, it's called an ensamble. So today we have an ensamble of 4 different species. We have Bicuishe, Coyote, Penca Larga, and Espadin. This Bicuishe is unique. Cuishe is one of our favorite agave types. Really dirty, really earthy, right? But Bicuishe, part of the Karwinski family, and please go Google this later if you want more in-depth explanation, great rabbit hole to go down to. Bicuishes are actually a maguey species that takes about 15 years to be mature enough for production and actually really rare. You don't really find Bicuishes being used in distillation. It just, you know, they don't do it. You usually use Cuishes, Madre Cuishes, but Bicuishes you'd never really find, and super cool because not only are they using it, they're using it in an ensemble. Connecting then even more unique, agave coyotes, right? So the coyote agave, coyote, is actually a really unique plant because the plant itself can actually produce different varieties of agaves, and its flowers can both pollinate and be pollinated by other types of agaves, right? So it's kind of like a shapeshifter, kind of gender fluid, right? It could go any way. Coyotes are really unique, and actually for that reason, that shapeshifter property, they could kind of go any different way. For that reason, the indigenous people of Oaxaca have actually named this plant coyote after the mythical coyote in Mexican culture, right? Just kind of really cool, really fluid. Again, go down that rabbit hole as well. And you are starting to understand why this is so unique. You never really see bicuishes, but you see it here. Not only do you see it here, it's mixed with coyote. Coyote you don't really see often as well, but it's mixed with bicuishe. And now all of these are mixed with Espadin for sure, but now we're throwing in Penca Larga into the mix. So Penca Larga, right? Penca Larga is, I mean, some people are not even like considering it to be an actual agave. They're saying it's actually more related to Sotol, which if you've watched any of our videos and understand what Sotol is not an agave. It's like a cousin to the agave. It's actually more related to asparagus, and it's a shrub. So it kind of looks like it, the desert spoon, right? But it's not an agave. It's related more to a shrub. And they're saying that Penca Larga kind of falls under that same category. So it's made with a sub-variety of agave called Rodancanta, but some people do say that, you know what, no, it is not an agave. It's actually more related to Sotol. So, man, this is super, super cool, super excited. Penca Larga still meaning long leaf, and it's actually a more recently discovered species, not something that's like been around for a very long time. And again, just kind of a cousin to agave, depending on who you're talking to. Overall, man, super cool, super excited for this Ensamble, Mezcal Speakeasy. The story behind this is, if you do follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk, we post a lot, and especially on stories. We follow many brands, have many brands that follow us. And I've been asking, hey, can anybody, bring some agave spirits to Lima, Peru? If anybody's traveling, please let us know. We would love to coordinate something. And thankfully, the people over at Mezcal Speakeasy had a friend of a friend coming to visit, was able to coordinate getting the bottle over here, and did the handoff live in person. And that is why we have this here. So super excited, 48%, about to open this bad boy up. Have never tried this before. And not just the brand, but this Ensamble as well. So we have had, Bicuishes, Coyotes. Penca Larga, I don't think I've ever had by itself, possibly in an Ensamble. But I don't think so, because again, it's just so rare. You don't see these often. So we're opening this up. Let me get my cup and let your bottles pop. Oh, that's tight, jeez. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. So just kind of like a rubber cork. Oh, it actually has a really strong smell to it. And we're going to pour this out. If you have not done so already, please hit that like and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk. All right. So pouring this out, we got a very, very, very clear spirit. Taking a look at this. Whoa, let me grab that. Taking a look at this. Super, super clear, right? No aging whatsoever. Looking at the legs and tiers. Let me bring this so we can see. You can see kind of up here and then in the back as well. Super, super, super sticky right there. You can see it. That is not moving anywhere, right? Ensembles are super cool too, because like tequila has a smell, that agave smell. Espadin, right, has its own smell. But man, once you start adding on layers like this, you're going to get just so much depth, right? So, man, wish us luck. Let's see. I'm putting this to the nose, and yeah, let's see what happens. Cheers. Woo-hoo. Oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. Now, not only does this smell amazing, and I would be impressed if I was still home in the States with my huge collection, I am so much more impressed right now just because I have not had, access to a variety of mezcal. And really, again, just so super unique and rare this bottle is. To smell this right now, oh my gosh. So Man, I would love to know the makeup of this. Ensembles, you usually get like a percentage, right? And it doesn't have to be even. So there's four, you would think, maybe like 25, 25, 25, 25. It doesn't work that way. It can be like, 70%, 10, 10, 10, right? To make that 100%. And smelling this, like, Espadin is the most common, easily cultivated, very inexpensive compared to other really wild and rare kind of species that don't produce a lot. I'm really not getting a lot of Espadin on this at all, which is amazing, because then that makes me think they're actually using a lot more, percentage more of these three other types of species when compared to the Espadin. I am getting a lot of smoke, but in the sense of like barbecue, like mesquite. It's definitely woody in a mesquite barbecue in a kind of way, like that sweet, sweet wood. Oh man, I'm even getting it's kind of minerally, right? Definitely got some minerals going on. Oh man, just like dirt and earth, like you're getting, that's where a lot of Bicuishes and Karwinskis, right? It's that dirt, that earth, that clay kind of smell. And you're getting that. Oh my gosh, it smells so great. I am getting some green vegetable. Again, that Penca Larga, a part of the asparagus family. So there is some asparagus in there. Kind of, it's just pungent. I really love pungent, earthy mezcal. Like, oh, that's great. Again, even too, just the wood, the lumber, mesquite, smoke. Oh, I can just... Nothing. Raisin? Even maybe like raisins or fig. Dates, figs, like dried fruit. Again, God, I haven't even touched this. I've not tasted this yet. Oh man, this is so complex. And that's what happens when you get with Ensamble is like, next time I drink this and smell this, it might smell completely different, right? But man, that is funky. I'm loving that. I'm loving it. I'm loving the smell. Let's take a sip, all right? Cheers. Salud. Oh my God. Yes. 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 48%. When you're drinking higher proof mezcal, really well-made mezcals, like, they just go down so easy. This right here, oh my God, hold on, I gotta take another sip. Cheers, Mezcal Speakeasy, thank you. Wow. I'm processing, guys. Like, it's just, oh, there's so much going on. Raw, earth, like dirt. If you are a fan of the channel, you do subscribe, you do watch our videos, you'll know when I'm drinking mezcal, right? I love my mezcal to be earthy, dirty, and smoky, all right? Don't ask what I do on the weekends, okay? No judgment. Love my mezcal. Earthy, dirty, smoky, right? Raw. This right here is, oh man. Oh my gosh, hold on. It's just, that is so unique. And what's even more wild is all three sips gave me something different. That's, oh my God, that's so unique. Definitely earthy. It's not very smoky, but you can tell it has a smoke to it. That barbecue is back, the mesquite flavor, but it's just like, oh my gosh, that's, man, that's unique. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to process, just because of how the mashup. And even as I'm talking right now, like, after I took the first sip, as I was talking, Then I took the second sip as I'm talking, like the flavors are completely different. And I'm on the third sip. I took 3 sips from this. It's just different every time. And yes, you have the earthiness. Yes, you have kind of like a smokeness to it. You have the mesquite, you have the wood, but it's just like, it's so unique that it's hard to describe. It's like even nutty as I'm talking right now. It kind of has like a hazelnut, walnut kind of taste. Even pecan maybe? Kind of like nuts. But then it's also like mineral. You got the mineralness where even some fragrance like clover, like clove, not clover, clove. Like I can even taste some clove in there. Like this is just awesome. I'm gonna stop just because I know I can continue on, and the reality is I do want to explore more of this, but that just means drinking more of the bottle. And you know what? Yeah, that's going to happen off camera. So just right in, first kind of thoughts. This is a tough one. I encourage everybody, please, please, please go find yourself some ensembles and explore. And the reality is the more you start adding, the more you'll understand, like, oh my gosh, it changes. Kind of like a never-ending gobstopper, right? Willy Wonka. It's just, it changes as you're drinking, as you're talking, as you're smelling, and this is amazing. Overall, Mezcal Speakeasy, super dope. Thank you guys so much for coordinating the handoff. Really appreciate that. But overall, too, like, this is just so cool, so unique. To have this rare ensemble. If you guys ever go visit Oaxaca, go visit them. Again, it is a bar you can go check out. You can physically go there and drink and try everything they have. They got a huge, cool selection. And I'm hoping to get more of these bottles sometime soon, but we'll see what happens. Overall, thank you guys for being here. If you have not done so already, please hit that like and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk. All right. Take care, everybody, and thanks for being with us.